Thank you for tuning in, supporting Montreal. Montreal Chessbrahs are taking on the London Lions, who's a team. They're a team who is actually on the bottom half of the standings. Actually, we're on the bottom half of the standings too. We're in 5th place right now. We've taken some hits the last couple weeks. London Lions is a team that's struggling results-wise, but on paper, their roster is actually pretty strong. I mean, I think they're fielding 3 Grandmasters this week. They have Romain Edouard on first board. It's a good friend of ours, so we're going to be playing against him. Strong player. I played him over the board a couple times. Simon Williams, I had some matches online against him. You guys all know the Ginger GM. He's playing on board 3. I think they have Grandmaster Justin Tan on board 2. And Marcus Harvey plays quite a bit on chess.com. Is FIDE Master on board 4. We're running a lineup with Sharich back, returning on board 1. Hansen's back in the lineup after his tournament. In Portugal, and Nikolai Naritsin had a very good week for us last week, and he's playing again. This week on board 3, and rounding out the roster is a national master, Maroon Toom, who has played on the team before, so you guys might recognize him if you were watching the Chessbrahs for a while. Let's take a look at Hansen's game. He's playing Simon Williams, the Ginger GM. You guys are going to recognize Simon. He's playing for the London Lions. And then you see Hansen there flexing in the little gym outfit. Looking great. Looking like he's ready to bench press some Simon Williams. This looks really, really good. Knight takes c2 is a huge threat. And taking on e4 is just the next move. Yeah. Now, this looks like a tremendous position for Eric. So, right off the bat, I think Eric's in a great position. Let's take a look at our board 3. That's Nikolai Naritsin. Because I wasn't liking how Nikolai's position was developing. I wanted to play a3 here. I felt like a3 by black was very annoying. He played bishop e1, and he did that in order to get the pawns going here. Okay, so wow, things are just getting really... things are really going in black's favor here. h5, knight f4. Black looks to be in control here. He's up a pawn, and it's a pass pawn on e3. And we see Nikolai opening things up. Maybe this is the way to play. He definitely doesn't have a great position, but he's trying to open up the g file for the bishops. He's got that bishop trained on the king on g8. There's still a lot of potential here for white, because black did give up his dark squared bishop in order to get this position. But I have to say objectively, this looks like black is doing well. He's got 27 seconds, and in my opinion, a very, very tough position. So he's going to play, rook takes here. You guys know what might happen. Yeah, I was going to say c2 is just loose there. So if rook takes c2, queen d1 check, rook c1, queen d3, and you just take on f5, and then there's mate on... okay, well, this is mate on b2. Yeah, unfortunately, guys, that is a checkmate on the board. So this one went the way that I thought. So Nikolai goes down in the first game here. Now just take here. Just take. Yeah, this is hanging. There's queen d4 check. All looks good. Probably just rook takes h4 afterwards. And if you take here, just take back. Yeah, queen takes. Eric's got this. I think Eric's got this. Yeah, oof. We clutched that one out. Eric wins against Simon Williams. Let's jump back to Ivan Šarić's game. This is the last game ongoing. This is to tie the match 2-2 in the first round. Probably knight f4 and h2. So, a draw. Ivan Šarić had the upper hand in the endgame. Maybe king e6 was the move that meant he couldn't pull it off. He tried that one right to the end. I think it was, they've been playing that endgame for like 70 moves. So the next game's actually starting just right away because that game took so long to get played out. So we're already into the next round here. We're down 2.5 to 1.5 right now. And we're on to the next round. Let's take a look at Ivan's game. He doesn't have much time to recover from that game. And he's up a rook right now. he's he's up a rook right now. He is playing Simon Williams, but let me just he is up a rook. Let me just investigate. Let me just do a little bit of recon here, guys. So that was a French defense. So h4 played by Sharich, disrespecting Simon. Mike dropping h4 right on his face. Harry is biting the hand that feeds him. I can just say that I think you're supposed to play a6. At least this, after knight c7, is one full entire rook. A full rook. So I think maybe Simon might be going for a position where he gets the center, he plays knight c6, and eventually collects the knight. But, okay, it feels hard to believe in. Feels hard to believe in, but I have to say I don't think this is just something like, oh, down a rook. I feel like he's expecting to get the knight back, no question, and he's going to have these center pawns in the open f file as compensation here. But it's definitely funny to look at a position where you're playing a 2700 player and you're down a full rook. A full rook. I'll just say I like Simon's position. Looks easy to play. He's got dark square control, and rook f8. Easy move to play. Knight f4, e4 as well to use the f file. Not that maybe black is better, but it just looks really easy to play. Bishop c4, knight f4, rook h4, queen b3. So we have ideas like bishop takes d5 coming in next. We have ideas like rook takes f4. Probably have to do one or two more preparation moves, but this looks great. He's done a good job. He's 4 minutes up on the clock, and personally, I just have to say I'm so impressed with the ability to be able to play a position that looks so visually unattractive. I wonder if Simon looks at that pawn like on a first name basis. Like he might think that it's maybe his pawn or something. He might not realize that white's actually controlling it. Oh, hey Harry, how you doing, buddy? How's it going? It's like, no, this your friend Harry's actually my friend Harry. Oh, he's doing him filthy. If king there, you take the queen and it's pinned. If king here, you take the rook and it's pinned. And if queen takes here, you take the rook check and you take it back. Oh, Ivan. Oh, don't do him like that, buddy. Don't do him like that. And of course, this whole thing only works because Harry's on h6, guarding the g7 square. So you got Harry, the double agent, taking out Simon Williams here. Rook c8 in conjunction with Harry the h-pawn. Absolutely filthy. Ivan Sharich is going to win this game thanks to the double agent on h6. Got round 3 coming right up, right around the corner here. And we are going to get right into the action, but it is tied 4-4 at the halfway point. We've had a few matches like this with the 4-4 tie. So we've just been in some of the closest matches maybe in the Pro League in total. So oof, everybody take a deep breath. Black wants to take. He's got control of this diagonal. We might see the move rook b1 so that after you take, maybe you could take with the knight. Otherwise, you could just move the bishop here. Take back with the pawn. Something like bishop, maybe bishop e3. Just hit that pawn. Makes a lot of sense. Hit that pawn and play rook c1 next. So maybe Hansen's going to go for that. How is he doing? Because, I mean, he's got a knight on a3. Hansen is not going to be happy with this. That knight looks like it's basically trapped. No, this position looks so wrong. But it all went... Eric was really unhappy with this position after bishop a3, and rightfully so. Yeah. No, it's hard to get... Hard to get anything going here. Knight on a3. Knight f4 basically guards the rook, and now the knight, I think, is just trapped. I think it's just trapped. We're going to probably be down a piece or something else here, and we're already down an exchange. Knight b4 played with an idea like knight c2. But for example, this, we're not, we're just down a piece here. We're just down a piece. So there's no way to save that knight on a3. So Eric's down a piece. Looks like he's going to lose. He's got 16 seconds here. We've got that knight hanging on d4, pressure on g6 here, Bishop dreaming of coming to b2 after knight takes and bishop b2. There's still chances here in this game. I haven't calculated things fully, but it looks like there's still chances to me for maroon here. But no, that looks like another loss for Nikolai. Maybe he can pull out a draw. He plays rook takes e5, and if takes here, he wants to play king f7, and you can't take because it's pinned. So what does he want to do now? That's tricky. That's very tricky. I think that might be good enough to win here, because rook e2 is a threat. Looks like a nice move by Simon there. Yeah, this is over now. Now this is going to be over. This feels like it should be losing. Okay, that's a mate. If king g3 though, which is what he had to play, I wonder what Simon would have played. In either case, that's a mate going down there. Right now it's looking like, let's take a look at Sharich's game. Yeah, looks like a 4-0 round, guys. This looks like a 4-0 round. We'll take a look at Nikolai's game. It's the last game ongoing. But this looks like a 4-0 round. This is probably winning for white. This is probably winning for white. I mean, what a blunder by Marcus Harvey. He lost a rook and a knight and 2 pawns? Wait a minute. Can we do some counting here? 1, 2, 3, 4, and a knight and a rook. And let's just like fast forward a little bit. What? I mean, you're missing all your stuff, man. Wow. I mean, I know there was a win miss there. When you get gifted a rook and a knight and all that, I mean, you just have to win that. I mean, that's crazy. What just happened in this game to finish that off was insane. So here, king g1, king here. If f2, we take queen. We go king g3. That's winning. We have the mate here. If g3, king here. No matter what you push, you play king g3. So yeah, this is what had to happen. So that was a draw at 7.5 to 4.5 right now, guys. And we basically need the same round that they had in our final round. We need to do the same thing. He's playing this position, which looks completely winning. Yeah, this is just simple. Knight c4 to d6 or takes on e5. So I don't know what the heck happened here, but after these moves, I mean, there's almost no point. This is just over. d6 next, followed by b7. So Eric is going to get the first point for the team, I think. Eric is going to get the first point. There we go. Eric won the last round. It's the best that we can do, guys. He did his part. It comes down to the rest of the team. Knight h6, probably knight f1 here. You think Sharich looks tired? I think he looks pissed off. I don't know if that's tired. I think the poor guy has been carrying the Chessbrahs for so long that, if anything, he's not tired, but his back is. His back might be aching. You know, you can only carry the boys so far. You can only carry the boys so far, you know? We can say that Ivan Sharich drew his game on board 1. I mean, he was down a pawn in a very tough endgame. He pretty much did the best that he could do. But I can also say that Nikolai, we can just check the final position of his game because he actually got mated. What happened here? Rook c8, and that's actually a mate on the board. Oh my goodness, look at that. Knights covering, pawns covered. That's just checkmate, guys. There we go. Those are that's the final score, 9.5 to 6.5. The London Lions steal a match from us this week, and it's really only 2 matches in a row we've lost, but we finished in the bottom half of the table in the Battle Royale, so it's kind of like starting the season 3-0 and then going 0-3. I had another setback this week. We just got to climb into top 4 so that we can make it to playoffs. That's what's really important. Got to make it to playoffs, guys. Even if we come in as the 4th seed, that's fine. We still have a chance against the top, some of the top teams in the division. So take care, guys. bad luck today, and we'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow for some streams, next week for the next Pro League, and make sure to check out the YouTube in the meantime. We got a lot of releases coming out. So bye for now, guys.